Okay, let's talk about how we're going to do this problem again. This is the first one in class that kind of gave us a little trouble, so let's take a look at it again. So we know from class that we want distance equals speed times time. Okay, and then we have two trains. We called the fast train speed x, and we called the fast time t. So we have x and t are our variables. And now we can look at this. The distance for the fast train was 160. Its speed, we said, was x, and its time, we said, was t. Okay, so that's fast. Now we look at the slow train. 160 is still its distance. The speed, it was 10 slower. And the time, it was half an hour faster. 30 minutes we're going to write as 1/2 of an hour. So we have time plus 1/2. Okay, so there are two equations, and now we can continue with our idea from today. So this is slow, by the way. And we're going to take this one and do some work with it. We can solve for t. We divide, so we get 160 divided by x. We can take our new t value and we can substitute that into this equation. So we get x of 160 equals x minus 10, and instead of t, we'll put 160 over x plus the 0.5. Okay, now we're left with just our equation, and this is where we graphed that on our calculator in class, and we found out it doesn't look like a quadratic. So what we can do is make it look like a quadratic. So we can multiply, distribute. So we have 160 equals x times 160 over x. The x's cancel. I get 160. X times 0.5 is 0.5x. Negative 10 times 160 over x is going to be a minus 1600 over x. And then lastly, this one, negative 10 times 1/2 is negative 5. Now we see if we can simplify. There's a 160 on both sides, so that's nice. So I get 0 equals 0.5x minus 1600 over x minus 5. What we can do is, just like in class, we can take everything and multiply it by an x. So I still get 0 on this side, 0.5x squared. The x cancels in our 1600 part, so it's minus 1600 minus 5x. That now looks like a quadratic. That you can complete the square, you can do the quadratic formula, you can graph it on your calculator, or you can use the TI-84 app. And all of those things will give you two answers. One of them is negative, one of them is positive, and the one we want is 61 point something. So that should help you, or hopefully help you, or give you something to kind of watch on how to do this type of problem.